The remains of a Colorado woman who was missing and presumed murdered for nearly 3.5 years has been found, News.com has learned. Authorities say Suzanne Morphew's body was discovered scattered near the Saguache County town of Moffat on Friday, September 22. The discovery was announced only after a coroner confirmed her identity. The coroner in Colorado Springs determined she was buried in a shallow grave, but her bones then somehow were rearranged in a desert area. Authorities say they were investigating another case when they found Morphew's remains. Morphew, 49, disappeared on Mother's Day 2020 about 45 miles north of Moffat, after leaving for a bicycle ride. News has covered her case extensively since then. At one point in late 2020, a psychic claimed to have a dream about her being underwater. That led to a dive team being called, but that's now confirmed to be wrong. Her husband, Barry Morphew, 55, was charged with killing Suzanne in May 2021. Around that time, news reported on a body language expert's claims that a video plea from him had faked distress. But prosecutors dropped the first-degree homicide charges against Barry, without prejudice, shortly before his scheduled trial in April 2022. Those terms left the door open for new charges to be filed, based on additional evidence. Defense attorney Iris Eiton told Newsweek in a statement that Barry and his daughters are all struggling with immense shock and grief over the discovery of his wife's body. Eiton wondered why prosecutors didn't notify the family about the discovery. Authorities have said several clues pointed to Barry's involvement in Suzanne's death. For instance, they claimed he drove onto a highway around the time of the disappearance, went past Suzanne's bike helmet near a ravine, then turned around to go to work. But Barry's attorneys have said there is no physical evidence connecting him to his wife's death. In fact, KMGH-TV noted Barry filed a civil rights lawsuit last year. He's seeking $15 million, claiming the arrest affidavit for him filed by prosecutors contained false and misleading information. News noted it was sealed for months after his arrest. Dear Linda, Stanley and law enforcement got it wrong, Eiton claimed. News also posted a 2021 claim by an anonymous family friend that Barry would know where to hide a body in Chaffee County. But we now know the remains were found in another county. Barry ran into trouble with the law for another reason after his wife disappeared. He pleaded guilty to using Suzanne's name to cast an extra vote for Donald Trump in the 2020 presidential election. Barry explained it was what she would have wanted. The Chaffee County sheriff had little comment on the discovery. John Spees called it a critical component of this investigation, but said it leaves many more questions than answers. The sheriff's office and the FBI and CBI, Colorado Bureau of Investigation, said what they needed was her body, Tisha Leeway said. Now let's finish the job.